Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a treat for you. We're back here in KINZERS 2025, the Rough and Tumble event. We got a great interview. David Moon, who owns the Euclid dump truck, gave us full access to everything. It was terrific. So we got a great interview with him. He's going to tell you the history of that truck and how it made it here, how it's a big part of his childhood. We also got to talk to a really generous guy named Jim, who gave us about 45 minutes lessons on Caterpillar pony motors, drag lines, his cable Caterpillar shovel, his cable Caterpillar tractor. And look at this place. We got so much going on back here. Check it out. You gotta come along. Let's do it. They believe this to be a 1913 Holt Caterpillar model. Holt was the predecessor to Caterpillar. It was Holt first, then it became Best Holt, and one of their most popular models they called the Caterpillar, their crawler tractor. It became so popular, they changed the company name to Caterpillar. This is one of the earliest known models. It was found in California in the desert. The gentleman who bought it and restored it brought it here to the show. All right, we got a treat today. We're going to take a look at David Moon's Euclid dump truck, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it.
The dump truck is a 1949 Euclid dump truck. The model is called an FD.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about how you came to get it.
I actually saved it, headed to be cut up for scrap. My father came to Western Berks landfill in Berks County, Pennsylvania, as a manager in 1975. But in a short amount of time, they're digging deeper holes. They got a cover. They're trying to use little over-the-road dump trucks that aren't fit or safe off-road. And the company got the word that a Martinstone quarry back in New Holland, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, they had a couple of these old trucks they want to sell and update. So my grandfather went over and demonstrated one. Yeah, that's going to be suitable for a little landfill. So it was at the landfill from 75, and then my father came on board as a mechanic in 78. And shortly after that, the truck did eat an engine. The engine in it is a 671 Detroit, 6 pistons, 71 series, 2-stroke. Every time that piston moves, it's firing.
It's firing, yeah. That's the great sound that truck has, that Detroit diesel screaming demon.
Now in 49, they had an early Detroit, which was a 2-valve. And when the motor went sour around 80, 82, they put a newer 4-valve in it, much better engine. Still common, structurally it's the same. And they used that as their main dump truck at the landfill, digging big nasty rock, covering soil at the end of the day. And then technology came out in the late 80s to have an articulating 6-wheel dump truck.
Yeah.
You can lock all axles in, you can climb up a cliff, get down the hill, it actually stops.
Yep.
So that's about the time when my Euclid got parked. We had kept it in a shop, that saved it for years. Somewhere around the 90s, it got put outside, and a bucket over the exhaust. That's all it had.
Okay. Which was a good thing.
It was a good thing, but none of us knew there was a hole cracked in the top of the bucket.
Oh, no.
So another reason I was able to buy it, when we got bought out by corporate America, again, it didn't say CAT. They want to scrap it.
Yep.
And we went to move it and realized this truck don't move. Just assumed the brakes were stuck. No, I took water in the engine.
So the engine was locked up.
Yeah. Didn't know to what dismay, but just recently we took the head and the wheel pan off. We put another used piston and rod in the number 6 hole.
Yeah, I saw it hanging on the front bumper. That's the old one?
Yeah.
What happened? A bent rod?
Bent rod.
Yep.
It brought a load of water up.
Oh.
And the power of water bent the rod.
Whew.
But I've been running it here at Rough and Tumble Steam Museum for the last maybe 5 years. Coughing and sputtering, it ran on 5 pistons basically. So finally this summer I'm friends with Edward Stauffer, actually a steam engine repairman, but knows Detroit diesel very well. So started on Friday night, and by Monday evening, we were done by putting the truck together right in the dirt.
So you replaced the piston in the frame, took the engine apart. You didn't have to pull the motor.
No, we removed the hood, we removed the head, and I crawled under and took the oil pan off, beat the piston and rod out the top of the block. He put another one in. Everything went back in and started instantly. And
it runs now. It runs a little more power now that it has all its cylinders. That's great. So when you first got it out of the quarry or the landfill, what did you have to do to it to get it to? Because you said it was locked up. It wouldn't move.
You know, again, we never thought there was something wrong with the engine. We assumed maybe the brakes were stuck. I was pushing it around with a massive rubber tire loader. Another guy spraying ether in it. We did all the wrong things. And then when I got the right technician and understood the motor,
yeah,
we made it right now.
And what made you bring it here?
On my mother's side of the family, my grandfather was a lifetime member of Rough and Tumble, and he went back that he might even knew the beginners of the place. But at age 14, I was brought here. And again, it was agriculture. Then I saw the need for a construction site. Well, I'm gonna save my childhood here instead of seeing the old Ute get cut up for scrap. Now I got people all up and down the East Coast coming to ride in my dump truck.
That's great. Yeah, I had a ride in it when you first brought it here. I remember that was before I started this channel, and I remember you telling me a little bit about it and how you got it. And I thought,
I got to share this story with people. So I thank you for your time, and let's take a look at it. Would it be all right if I took a ride in it?
Yeah, take a ride. We'll make a video.
Great.
Come over and visit it right now.
All right, excellent.
Parking brake.
Yep.
You can see my bad piston and bent rod.
Yep. Trophy.
It's a fuel truck. The most important thing on the site.
Yep.
So I had my dump body up over lunch so I could study. When you're hauling clay, it gets sticky, it sticks to the bed. Winter time's the worst.
Right. And there's a lot of clay here.
Yeah. The truck's a 49. Usually this is where the first young guy starts right out of high school in the dump truck. Well, they seem to get abused more that way. Well, we're going to go over to the drag line. We're going to put the body up again. The guy's pretty slick. I'm going to take my body out and we'll go back to hauling dirt.
Okay.
The only good thing about a construction site versus here, you don't have to worry about people walking underneath your bumper.
So he's scraping us out right now, right?
Yeah, if you can see, right here's the bucket in this little hole.
Wow, he's talented.
Now, this man comes all the way from the top of Long Island every year to run equipment for us.
That's great.
Yeah, so while we wait here again, you got a 671 Detroit, naturally aspirated with a blower on the side, 5-speed manual. I never get out of third gear here at the show. Originally, it's all a human being could do to turn this thing. And my little buddy Edward Stauffer, again, my technician, he gave me true power steering on this the other year.
Oh, that's a game changer.
He saw a massive tow motor come in the scrap yard, and he grabbed the power steering unit. And then the nice thing about a Detroit, you got piggybacks that you can double up pumps and drives because it's such an industrial motor. All we did was put a pump here and add a hydraulic tank.
Yep.
Running a Chevy one-wire alternator instead of a old 12-volt generator.
Right. A little bit more power.
I can move front if you want. I can move front if you want. I can move front if you want. So it seems like I do one major thing every summer to the machine. This summer was put a new piston rod in number 6 hole. Next year I want to rebuild the telescopic cylinder.
Oh,
I'm letting a lot of oil out that.
yeah.
Each segment has packing in it.
Do you know what year the drag line is, the unit?
No.
40s or?
I'd say mid-1950s. That has, I think, a 453 Detroit in it. The 53 series, the block isn't as tall as the 71 series. That's the nice thing about a GM motor. They're so universal and simple. So my best memory of this truck, since I kind of grew up around it, I was 13 years old, and I kept getting sick all the time, sore throats, real bad. Mother takes me to the doctor. Doctor insists, "No, I'll cut your tonsils out. You'll never get sick again." So I got my operation, and I knew the next Saturday I wanted to go to work with my father and be around bulldozers and trucks and all that. So I insisted I'm going to work on Saturday with my dad. And my mother says, "I don't think you're ready." "Oh yeah, I'm in great shape." And I wasn't. So I'm sitting in this truck in the passenger seat, and my uncle was running it. It started snowing. We were in a snowstorm, and he was loading himself. We were running 855 John Deere track loader, and we're loading shot. Basically, the beginning iron ore rock, digging another hole for a landfill. So my uncle is throwing rock on. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and I'm looking at the mirror, and a massive rock fell off the bucket, hit the side of the truck, and my nose was against the window, watching the snow. All of a sudden, the rock went right by my face and ripped the mirrors right off the side of the truck.
Whoa!
That was my scariest moment in this thing. And then again, just being able to save it was important to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Gave a lot of people here Rough and Tumble and rides. Never got the experience of it before. Now with GM's influence in Euclid, they had booming technology that nobody else had. First time ever somebody put a radiator in the back of a bulldozer. Because where's all the dirt and the dust? It's up front with the blade. Kept it cleaner, kept it cooler. And then GM says, "Hey, you don't need 2 lift cylinders, just one massive one." And that young guy, his name's AJ from Jersey. He knew about that machine sitting up in North Jersey, and he saved it and brought it here to Rough and Tumble.
I was fortunate enough to interview him, and I'll put a link to the video up here.
Yeah, now there, it has the fuel tank on the left side. He'll welcome you to sit on the fuel tank and go with him for a ride. That would be more enjoyable than a dump truck.
Yeah.
I'm starting out in first gear. Normally you can pull out in second with this truck. I'm loading pretty heavy. Ready to go, loaded, I'll just stay in a second. normally in the real world, if you're stockpiling dirt, you want to climb to the top of the hill if it's safe. But since we're just going to go, we'll stay on the ground as well. This truck is rated for 15 tons, and I think the way Euclid had it built, when it runs over the sides, that's when you can go. I'm just glad to finally have power steering on the truck.
Oh man.
Okay, hold on to your ears. Here we go.
All right.
Again, the unique thing about a Detroit, I'm not really abusing it. That's the way it's been designed to be run.
Absolutely.
Look good over there?
Very good.
Good. Now, that's a newcomer to the team there this year.
Yeah.
That's Van Brubacher himself. That's the owner of Brubacher Excavating from Lancaster here. He's running an I-55H cat track loader with a ripper and also has a clam bucket on it.
Yeah. He said that's a 68, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That thing looks brand new. You did a nice job restoring it.
Yes, a lot of your big operating excavators, you keep people employed over winter time and things are slow. They'll pull the machine in and restore it.
Yep. Well, David, I can't thank you enough. Thanks for saving it.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing it with everybody.
Thank you for taking interest.
Oh, we love it. And you're so generous with your time.
You come back next year, I hope to have an 8240 RX bulldozer with a V8 Detroit in.
Ooh.
Man, the machine weighs close to 40 tons. Wow, pretty big. 8240 RX.
That costs a lot of money to move around.
You got to make friends.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you again.
Yeah.
It's not going to start because I'm videotaping.
Yeah.
So that's the pony running.
That's the pony. Now he'll let him warm up for a second. Decompress. Then we'll make sure we've got oil pressure. And then we'll kick it off.
he's got it in full start.
Under compressor. So build the lever. Let it run for a minute or so. And the lever, don't go to fuel fluid, it should kick off.
So right now the gas engine is spinning the diesel engine under compression. He's got oil pressure. He's going to pull the fuel valve, give it diesel fuel. And there she goes. Running the blade up and down. That's slick. A little different than a hydraulic machine. Yeah. So the other clutches that he's working for these, are they cable also, or are they just clutch on friction clutch?
Yeah. Okay. It's all dry friction clutch.
Yeah. So the cable is just all blade. Yep.
Yep, that's all.